Hello, hello, D-Rock here. Welcome to the channel. Jen is with me. We're en route for a ride on the dirt, but we've had a lot of rain, so roads are getting washed out. Think we're gonna be able to do this ride?
I think we're gonna have a good time trying.
Yeah, man, it's wreaked havoc out here.
Yeah, it has.
All right, well, join us for the ride. I'm sure it's gonna be interesting. We have had rain for days now, for 4 days or so, I think. And what happens when you get lots of rain out here in the desert? Things come apart. As you just saw on the road coming out here, there was quite a bit of activity on that, with lots of sand and rocks and debris all on the roads washing out. And they are on, as you can see here. Wow. Yeah, so we are definitely in monsoon season, and it's supposed to rain again today. We are right at the end of July, so we wanted to get out and do another ride. Now, we were just in this area having a look at some springs, and we noticed that the road goes and goes. Well, there's multiple roads, but you can get this, well, hopefully you can ride out to the Motoqua area. And if you're not familiar with the area, I'm in Southwestern Utah, and we do a lot of exploring out in the desert out here. But returning to what I was originally saying, you can ride these dirt roads west out to Motoqua, on to Beaver Dam Wash, and on into Nevada. That is if the roads are not washed out. So the rains are supposed to come back this afternoon. From the looks of the sky right now, it's going to be later this afternoon. And one thing we did notice on our ride out, our exit off the dirt, that part of the road is closed. So obviously it's washed out there. We might have to go a little farther west or turn back. We just don't know what we're going to run into. But our kind of main objective today is to get into a place called Butcher Knife Canyon. Now, doesn't that sound interesting? So we're kind of following our path that led us to Grapevine Spring the other day, and we're going to go beyond that and see what we get into and just how far we can make it. The roads may be completely washed out. We don't know. So join us for the ride. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. It helps us out tremendously. And that's our road right there. Whoopsie, whoopsie. I'm gonna make sure I'm on the right one. There we go.
All right. Jen here. Welcome to the channel. I am on the XT250 again today. Dave and I are out doing a continuation ride of our last ride. We went out by Grapevine Springs, and we are gonna go out by there again and go a little further. We were hoping to connect with a road that goes to Motoqua. Once again, we're riding in Southwest Utah. Yeah, this wasn't here last time we were out here. Wow. We are gonna be in it today, I think. Well, I am testing out a new accessory to the bike today. Dave ordered and installed some new foot pegs. They are about twice as wide as the stock foot pegs that came with the XT. He got them from DMO Specialties. They shipped like next day, which was awesome. He got them installed. He said the install was really easy. Nothing like the install of the foot pegs on the KLR 650. That was kind of a struggle. So so far so good. They're really, you know, they're wide, they're comfortable. I'm not having any difficulty shifting, so I think they are a win. All right, we get to really experience what these D-Sport tires can do today, I think. This terrain is pretty great to ride on after the rain like this. It really makes it a lot stickier, so you kind of stick into it and take things a little bit faster. It's a lot of fun. I'll also probably get into quite a bit of trouble.
Oh, well, I'm on the wrong road. Go that way. How are the new foot pegs?
Awesome.
Make a difference?
Yeah, they're really comfortable.
They do make a difference, huh?
They do.
Good. How's it riding?
Good.
Perfect. Road looks a little different than when we were out here a few days ago, huh? Man, it is toe up. Yeah, it's hot, man. Like I said, we're late July. What's the high today? Probably 100, maybe 95.
Probably like 70% humidity.
Yeah, it's pretty hot out here, so we got to keep riding to keep cool. So I guess we'll stay on this road for a bit. I'll check and see where this exactly goes. So I just had a look at the map, and apparently we just stay on this road and it'll drop us all the way to Motoqua. I don't know if we can get that road out though. We might have to keep going west and come back around Beaver Dam Wash.
Guess we'll see.
I hope we have enough gas.
We've got extra, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
All right then. Well, let's get back to it.
Here we go. Now we're in it. Yeah, that's one thing about when I was riding the TW200, going up stuff like that, I just didn't feel like it had the power and the punch that I needed to get through it when you need to, you know. So I actually laid it down a couple of times, just I don't know, maybe I was just beginner riding, I don't know, but I do like the XT. It's got that extra push when you need it. It's light.
Whew, man, should be an interesting ride. I'm curious just how bad the road's going to be. We might be able to slip through Motoqua Road and get back out to the asphalt that way. They were working on it as we were coming out, so there's a community back there, so I imagine they want to get that road dealt with, but could be wrong. It might be pretty bad, so Who really knows? So we both have over 100 miles of range on our gas tanks, and we're both carrying a spare bottle of gas. Presumably we have enough gas to ride all the way out to Beaver Dam Wash and then reconnect the asphalt that way, I would presume, but I could be very wrong about that, so we need to kind of keep an eye on that. Almost wish we'd brought more gas, but because I have no idea of the mileage of that, so who knows. Right there on my right is Grapevine Spring. We're just here. Whoa, that's some mud right there. And there's some agua down there in that spring. We're pushing on, and the road's getting noticeably worse, so yeah, this could get real interesting real quick.
This is as far as we've gone. Grapevine Springs right here on the right. So all new is, or all the next territory is brand new to us. Oof. There's some mud. All right, it looks like it's gonna get pretty interesting too. Yeah, once again, happy to be on the XT250 rather than the heavier bikes. Take this kind of slow. Don't know what to expect around the next corner from here on out, or I mean really at all today. The rain washing everything out.
One good thing is that the road's pretty packed down since it's wet, so that's good. Doesn't it sound really cool to go ride through Butcher Knife Canyon? I mean, that sounds awesome. Oh. Oh man, I almost lost it right there. Alright, let's make sure Jen gets up that alright.
So I gotta chill out and wait, make sure Dave can get up something before I get a hauling butt up it, because if he goes down, I don't want to hit him. Yada yada. So here we go. Looks like he made it through okay. Let's see how we do. Oh yeah, that wasn't as bad as it looked. Man, I wish we would have came all the way out here before, because I'm just curious as to what this road looked like before the rain. I wonder if it was like this or not. Probably not. But it is adding a bit of fun to our adventure today. So Dave took off the mud fender on the front of this bike after our last ride because those Tusk D-Sport tires rubbed on it every time I hit a bump. So we're seeing how that goes. I'm not really sure if that'll affect anything. So far I don't think it has. So it's been some interesting terrain getting up today though. Don't know if I've mentioned it like 3 or 4 other times, but happy to be on the XT today and not the Himalayan.
Oh man, wow. Toe up. Having the lighter bikes out here is a little more confidence inspiring, and we might definitely run into some pretty gnarly stuff. Oh man, wow. Hopefully the cliff stays intact while we're riding on it. Oh man. Whoo-wee. Getting toe up out here. Okay, where are you going? So we got this long climb up, then I think that's going to drop us back down into the canyons. There's a couple canyons we go through, Butcher Knife being one of them. Man, there's some country out here, no doubt about that. Whoa. Boy, that's a tight one there. Good Lord. This road goes up, up, up. Wow. Wow. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's these steep hills like this, I like to really kind of stay back a bit, make sure everything's okay in front of me. So we'll just take her nice and easy up this one.
How you feeling?
Sweaty.
Nervous at all?
Yeah, I've got some butterflies going on. How about you?
Yeah, everything's pretty saturated. I was just saying that I hope a cliffside doesn't come down while we're on it, which can happen out here. So, but it appears we've topped out, so as you well know, what goes up must come down. So should be interesting. We should be dropping into the canyon soon. Man. Well, we're out here now, aren't we?
What's it called? Butcher Knife Canyon?
Yep. Butcher Knife Canyon.
Sounds a little bit ominous.
Yeah, but it sounds like it needs to be ridden through, you know?
It does.
That has to go have a look. All right. All right, well, clouds are already starting to build back there, so it begins. We don't want to be so deep back here when the rain hits.
Still going up. Gonna be dropping down into Butcher Knife Canyon pretty soon. I wonder what that means. I hope it's not like a knife's edge like when we're hiking and there's like 2 feet of a ridge and drop-offs on either side, because I don't know, guys. I don't know if I could ride that. I think we're gonna go to the top of that hill. Up, up, up. Sure is pretty out here though. Alright. I honestly, yeah, I keep waiting to lay this thing down today. I'm kind of expecting it.
Wow. This is interesting. We did not top out. We're still going up. It's pretty steep. God, we go all the way up on that high point up there. Wow. Yes, indeed.
Oh boy, this one looks like it might be interesting. Ah, now it's fine.
It would appear that we're about to go downhill. I know, I didn't think it'd keep going up. How's the front rail doing? It's not spraying stuff on you, is it?
No.
I took the little fender off that goes right down here, right above the wheel, because the tire was pressing into it. They're just too knobby, I guess. But I pulled that off, and that seems to alleviate it, huh?
Yeah, it's better.
Cool. All right then. Well, this is a pretty sweet ride up here, man.
Heck yeah.
Beautiful country. All right. Down we go.
Man, what a great ride it's been today. Lots of mud, lots of sand, some big old rocks, some hills, some valleys. Good times, good tires.
All right, so we bared left, and this will drop us into Butcher Knife Canyon. That was a pretty steep drop down, and looks like the road's dried out somewhat, but if it gets wet, we're not getting up this. This stuff is slicker than mouse shit when it gets wet, so we definitely don't want to get killed. Yeah, this stuff's bad news when it's wet. So hopefully we don't encounter rain and we can push on through, but man, we've got some things to think about. So all right, pushing through.
Oof. Down some slick, steep sludge. All right. That gets the heart beating a little bit, you know, because you're climbing and there's some crap to avoid and you have no idea what's coming up around the corner. So hard to choose a track because you don't know you don't know where you're going to be. But that's the fun of it.
So we're sitting up top here. We're about to drop down. This will eventually take us into Butcher Knife Canyon, and we've had to think about some things. One thing is our road to connect back to the asphalt farther west out of Motoqua is closed.
Yeah, we passed it on the way in here.
Yeah. So it's obviously washed out at some point, and that's way down there. It's farther than we thought. And gas wise, I'm just above a half a tank, which means so are you.
Yeah, we have a little bit of extra gas, but not that much.
Yeah, we've got a couple MSR fuel bottles. So we aren't carrying enough gas in case that road's definitely closed, which means we have to push further west through Indian Springs and cross through Beaver Dam Wash, and the road could be washed out there too. Right. We have no idea what we could run into. So we have to make a decision, and which means we have to go back the way we came, up all that steep shit, which is okay. Yeah, as long as it's not wet, we can get up it. Yeah. And we're not in any danger of the monsoon starting yet. It's supposed to be later this afternoon. So we could ride on down to Butcher Knife Canyon, because that's where we wanted to go in the first place. That's true. Ride there, have a look, and then make our way out. That would be the smartest decision. Well, let's do that. It's better than just turning around right here. Yeah. Let's go down to Butcher Knife. Okay. And see what that looks like, and then turn around. All right. We'll have to bring extra gas for this trip. Butcher Knife Canyon it is. Here we go. Down we go. Wow. Yeah. Steep climb up indeed. That'll be the big obstacle of the day, is going back up this side of the hill. But that's cool. As long as it's not wet, we'll be fine.
Wow. Looks like there's some good times to be had out there.
Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, this is going to be a fun one to go back up. Oof. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and prepare myself for laying this bike down. That could happen on the way up.
Yeah, it does seem like we're descending into a canyon. Down, down, down. You just got to remember when you're riding down stuff like this, you got to come back up it. So just like hiking or anything else, don't go down anything you can't get back up.
Stop for a second, make sure Jen got down all that. Yeah, that's going to be a hoot going up, huh?
Yeah, I was just talking about, man, don't go down anything you can't get back up.
Yeah, all right. It looks like they're doing some mining out here. Huh, all right, well. Jesus.
We just stopped and had a look at the map to see if we were getting close to the canyon, and we're on the wrong road. And this road isn't even on the map, so that's pretty weird because it's such a nice road. So we're gonna just head up a little ways and see if maybe it connects back to where we need to be.
I was just checking the map there, and this big wide road we're on doesn't exist. That's interesting. So we're gonna ride it for a bit and see if it spits us out anywhere. But yeah, There's a maze of them out here. I can't believe this isn't showing up. Wow, this road's way chill. Almost like being on the asphalt. A little bit of gravel, but no big deal. And there's just roads branching off everywhere. Jesus. All right, I just stopped and had a look at the map again. We're still off the road we should be on. I think the road we should be on's off to my right there in the distance. I don't know, to be honest with you, but if we keep going where we're going in this direction, it's just going to put us right into Butcher Knife Canyon. So one way or the other, we're going to get spit into that.
I just realized it's so weird that we haven't run into like any other vehicles out here. I mean, we've seen like some parked pieces of equipment and stuff on the road, but no people. It's almost eerie.
Okay, I'm running into a road right now. That might have been the road we... Is that a road? Yeah. That's probably the road we should have been on. Yeah, that's the road we not necessarily should have been on, but anyway.
I don't know.
Well, we're now in Butcher Knife Canyon.
Oh, this is it.
Yeah, that's it right over there.
All right, well, let's go over it.
So let's ride down that a little bit and see what we run into. I don't know what exactly I was expecting with Butcher Knife Canyon, but it sure as hell sounded cool. So we're just going to ride down this road a bit and enjoy Butcher Knife Canyon. Oh, narrow winding road, next 2 miles, 15 miles per hour. Okay, that's what we're looking for. That means we're in, you guessed it, Butcher Knife Canyon. So we'll go ride that and have a look.
Well, the good news is that Butcher Knife Canyon is not like some little knife's edge kind of ride, it would appear. So I wonder how it got its name. Gonna have to look that one up. There's some water for you. Here you go, Tusk D Sports. No problem. Is it gonna get interesting? Is it? It has potential. Oh, here we go. Gotta go slow, stay away from Dave. The goal really isn't not to crash on the XT, it's not to crash into Dave or off a cliff. Interesting.
Well, Butcher Knife Canyon's pretty cool, pretty chill. I'm a little curious as to how it got its name. Oh, going up. All right. Whoa. What do we got here? Up and up we go. Pretty chill. I don't know, with the name I was thinking it might be a little more treacherous, but really it isn't. I got a 30-mile-per-hour speed limit now. Whoa, there's some chunks right there I gotta watch out.
Still delivering. We got a speed limit sign out here. It means people, right?
God, it's just a big wide road that goes and goes. Huh. So if we keep heading down, we'll be on the Motoqua Road in no time, and we could just yeah, cross your fingers. Well, we didn't know the road was closed. I mean, I don't think it'd be that big of a deal.
Could mean a lot of things.
Yeah.
You know?
I think we should go for it.
I think we should too.
All right, let's go for it. Let's grab something to eat and go for it.
All right.
Okay. It's definitely warmed up, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Man, it's just still and humid out here. Feels like South Florida. How hot do you think it is?
Really, it's probably only like 90, maybe.
Yeah?
Yeah. I've definitely been more miserable.
Yeah, me too. All right, we just had something to eat and drink, refresh, ready to ride, Jen. Hopefully we can get through this road. There's kind of a maze of roads up ahead that we need to get on the right one. Shouldn't be that big of a deal, but I think even if we have to turn around, we can still come back the way we came and be okay gas-wise. So yeah, let's get rolling. All right, we stay on roads nice like this, man. This won't take long at all.
Well, it just appears this road goes on and on. It's a pretty solid road. Kind of boring though. But we'll see where it takes us. Hopefully we can spit out through Motoqua and just make our way home that way. That'd make for a really nice loop today.
Whoa. So that's off to my left, that big mountain peak right there is West Mountain Peak. Okay, I'm getting an idea of where we're at. But you can see off to my left shoulder there. Let's slow down a bit. The clouds are already building for the weather that's coming in later today. So it's coming today. It's going to take a few hours, but it actually builds faster than you think. So interesting. So I'm just checking here. There's a little dirt road just right there to my left, but we did this trip a long time ago on the XT and the TW200.
Like 2 years
What was it called? Lone Pine Arch?
I think it's Lone Pine Arch.
Oh yeah, out there in the hills. So I know exactly where we are now. That's West Mountain Peak right there. So we're gonna hit the main road, the Motoqua Road, in just a second. So I mean, we could push on and do the circumnavigation and drop in, but I thought we were farther back there, but we're not. Yeah, we're good. We're totally good to go. Easy peasy, man. Everything's fine. You just relax. Yeah. Right on.
Look at that. It's coming.
Oh, I know. That's what I was saying. It's building quick. Storm. Let's roll.
We are approaching early afternoon now, but we know where we are. We are fairly close to the main road that comes out through Motoqua, so we are about to see if we can get through that road. As I said earlier, it was closed on the way out here, so I mean, it'd be pretty naive to think it's going to be not closed, but we may be able to get through. That's kind of what we're hoping. If not, we do have an alternate route we can take. Hopefully we have enough gas for that, because going back the way we came is not really an option. We've got too much storm building.
Yes, indeed. Right on. Do you want to keep going and try and get out right here, or go Indian Springs?
I'm getting a little bit nervous about the weather. Yesterday when it started building, it came quick.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. It builds fast.
I think we should try to get out.
All right, let's try and get out then. I'm down with that. Yeah, it really is building back there. Ooh, yeah. Running from monsoons. Hopefully we can get out.
All right, so we've just hit that main road we were talking about, and you can see it's really building over there. Yesterday when it started building like that, it came in quick, so don't really want to be out here in like torrential rains. I mean, a little bit of rain's not so bad, but when it's coming down really hard, you can run into a lot of problems. So we're gonna see if we can get out through that Motoqua Road closed area. If not, we are gonna have to probably deal with the storm and go take the Indian Springs route, which we've done before, and it's a hoot of a ride. So either way, I'm sure we'll get through it. Well, we did just pass a little truck, so that is a good sign, and it didn't look like the driver was wearing any kind of like bright orange construction shirt or anything, so they must have got through.
Oh man, there's like you see where it came across the road here, there's stumps and everything. Oh wow, look at that. Woo.
Approaching the end of this road. We're gonna see if we can get through it.
Well, the road's still a little wet, so just riding it has just been awesome. I mean, we've been tearing down this thing. This is graded out, freshly graded, so this is where the problem was.
Here it is. We are either going to make it through this or we are not. Well, made it through that.
All right, we're riding on a freshly graded road. Doesn't get any better than that. Smooth sailing, right? Dave stopped. Hopefully we can get through here. We're gonna find out. I think we can get through this. Wait for Jen to get by here. Alright, we're good. Boy, it's all tore up. Wow. Look at all that. What? Wow. Havoc, man, I tell you. The rain really comes down, it wreaks havoc out here. Look at it, it's busted the gates in right there. You can see how high the water is with the sticks. The water was almost to the top of that gate. That's how high that water was rushing through here. Well, we made it back to the asphalt. Right on. That was a pretty cool ride. I think by the time we get into St. George, we're looking at an easy 90, 100 miles. It's a good day. What'd you think of that ride?
That was awesome.
I'm thinking about 90 miles.
I was gonna say, is that 100 miles?
Yeah, 90, 100 miles by the time we get into St. George. Man, that was awesome. Well, Butcher Knife Canyon, we've seen it now.
Yeah, we've done the Butcher Knife.
Pretty cool. Any thoughts?
I think it's really fun to ride after the rain.
Yeah.
You like stick to stuff better.
Yeah.
I don't know. That road was more interesting. Now it's a little bit washed out. I'd do this again, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
Great ride.
Well, how'd the XT do with the new Tusk D Sports and the foot pegs and all that stuff?
Did great.
Yeah?
Felt a little squirrely in the gravel back there.
Wow.
Other than that, yeah, it did great. These foot pegs are super comfortable.
Yeah, those foot pegs are dope.
Yeah, they're great.
All right. Great ride, great day. No worries. You can see in the distance, man, it's coming.
All right, well, let's get home.
Yeah. Folks, thank you very much for watching. Stay safe out there. We will see you next time. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. It helps us out tremendously, doesn't it, Jen?
It does.
All right. Take care, folks. We'll see you next time. D-Rock out.
Get out.
Adios.